Hello YouTube fans, it's your boy Brad here with another video. Today we're going to be looking at a audiophile phono preamp that I got for my amplifier that does not have a phono preamp built in. It does have a phono input, but my phono player that I purchased way back many years ago does not have a amplifier built in it. So I've decided to go ahead and try out a preamp. My amplifier is the Yamaha RX-8880, and this preamp is the Prozar model PRR019 that I purchased off of AliExpress. Now let me say this as I start this off. I purchased this last year and tried to hook it up, and I had some issues, which is the whole reason I am doing this video. But first, let's show us what comes in the box. This is the box, so the amp is not in there. What you get is the little preamp, a little small thing. You get a little bit of instructions here in a multitude of languages, so that works out. And you get a 12-volt power supply. I'm going to drill down a little bit so we'll take a look at this. On the top here, we see we have a power button. We see our input. You have RCA connections on the back, so you got an input, left, right, output, left, right. It has a little barrel connector. You do get, again, the power supply, which is 12 volts. I think it's 2 amps if I'm not mistaken. A ground for your turntable. On the front, you have an output here, a little 3.5 millimeter jack for headphones, and you have a gain level knob here that turns pretty smoothly. This says it is 60 dB gain. There's no way I can verify that, whether that is true or not, but the knob works. I have it maxed out. It's not any noise. Interestingly so, there's not any noise that I'm getting coming through. It says signal to noise ratio 78 dBs, and again it mentions the little jack there on the front. On the bottom here, it's not much. Made in China, of course, and some little rubber knobbies for it to sit on. Now, the whole reason I am doing this video, as I mentioned earlier, I purchased this last year, and I also purchased one off of Amazon. I do not remember the name of it, but I sent the one to Amazon back because sending stuff back to AliExpress is just not going to happen. And I was just going to sell it, but something said get it back out and try it again. Don't make this mistake, and this is the mistake I made. I hooked this up with the input coming out of the turntable, grounded it here on the thing, and the output, I hooked it to the phono on the back of my Yamaha surround amplifier. Do not hook these up to the phono inputs. I watched a bunch of videos on this, and the guys really didn't express that, but my big expression on this, and the thing I really want to say, if you do this, because it can be frustrating, and you hook it up and you got all this noise, it sounds terrible, is to hook it up to any other input, a CD input, auxiliary input, whatever's on the back of your amp. Hook it up to something other than the phono input, and it will work. This one works fine. I think I really feel that if it had some more gain, I could use more gain, but it works. It did give me a certain amount of gain compared to directly just going into the phono input without an amp. There was definitely an increase in gain, but the thing I do say that there is I don't hear any noise. There's no noise coming through. So it does seem to be a pretty good little preamp for your phono player. And again, this was only 20 bucks. But quick video, guys, just wanted to show you that. If you decide to try to get back into buying vinyl, these new amps Most of them do not have a preamp unless you buy a turntable that has a preamp built into it, and if it doesn't have a switch on the back that would say line or preamp, so you can switch back and forth to turn the amp, to not use the preamp built into the turntable, or turn it on if you need the preamp turn on for amplifiers that do not have a turntable preamp built in. Hopefully I said that correctly. But 20 bucks, you can spend more, but there's a lot of them out there. And the cheap ones, there's a lot of reviews online on some cheap ones, so hopefully this helps someone out. But do not hook this into your phono input. Last words. If you like what you see on this channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and you guys have a blessed day.